Gemini, and welcome to my reading for... welcome to your reading. Gemini, welcome to your reading for February the 5th through February the 11th. And this is a general reading, guys. If you'd like a personal reading, please don't hesitate to contact me. The information is below in the Show More section, or go to my website and see what kind of readings that I offer. And this is for your sun, moon and rising. The links to the other videos will be below. If they're not there immediately, just give me a little while. I'll eventually get them up. And thank you for all the comments, all the kind words. I really appreciate it. All the likes, I really appreciate that. And shares, please share these videos. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. So thank you for doing that. And let's go to your cards now. It's so interesting. I pulled the cards out. I don't pull the cards. I shuffle until they... Oh, and I just wanted to mention I'm actually filming from my friend's house. I'm staying here for the weekend, so I'm trying to get these up in as timely fashion as possible. So the first card that came up for you, Gemini, is the Ace of Coins. This is kind of a new beginning. It's a new opportunity. It's about the beginning of wealth, right? It's like hard work. Your hard work is paying off and you're starting to see the rewards. Just the beginning of it, right? And clarifying that is the Queen of Air, and she is an incredible businesswoman, right? She's amazing. She's gorgeous. I love this card. She's knowledgeable, intelligent. Look, the owl is there. Wisdom, right? And she's an incredible communicator. She can be a little... this is also telling me that you've got to tell your truth. This is intellect and it runs the mental realm, right? So when she comes up in a reading, it's saying really focus on your communication. And she's really an astute businesswoman. So this is about, she's really intelligent. I'm getting really soften your language. And that's really... not usual. You communicate very well, Gemini. You have that wonderful, charming way about you. So I'm just getting that. Just speak your truth. Definitely, this is about speaking your truth, right? But sometimes when the Queen of Air speaks her truth, she's a little abrasive. So this is saying just, focus on how you communicate this week and make it softer. And we've got the 10 of Swords. Now, this sometimes is coming out of a very heavy situation that's been kind of painful. But what I'm getting is this is a new way to, it's a new way of thinking is what I'm getting. So this is also, the swords are intellect. It's the intellect, the mental realm. This is about a new way of thinking. I feel that you've kind of hit the bottom with how you're viewing your life, and you're ready to make this change now, Gemini. What's clarifying that is this, new ideas in how to communicate and how to think differently. I feel that you're getting kind of inspired to really change the way your internal voice goes and the way you're thinking and the way you perceive your life. This is, I don't think first of all, I'm not telling you to do that. You are there now. You are tired of your belief system, and not your belief system as in, spiritually, but in a way it's spiritual, right? It's about you. How do you perceive yourself? Where do you see yourself going? This is about changing all that internal thought process. And I feel that you're really ready for that, right? This is about moving on. It's been painful for you to be there. Sometimes, we'll be underestimated. We won't see a positive future, and we underestimate ourselves, and we constantly see, we're treading water and we can't see the grass for the trees kind of thing, right? So this is like, you're tired of all that. You're moving on from it. You're going to it's almost like, it really is kind of a spiritual journey. It's changing the way you think and the way you're doing things. Well, it's changing the way you think, and consequently that will change the way you're doing things. And look, beautiful. 2 cards popped out for this position. You've got the 10 of Cups, right, which is total wishes and dreams come true, happy family life. This is ultimately all your needs are being met. This is a beautiful, beautiful card, right? Exuberant, feeling amazing, happy, content, really happy. And you've got the Magician, which is saying this is within your power to create this, Gemini. You're being told that you have the power, the ability and the magic within you and the knowledge to create this perfect, happy life for yourself. You can do that. Guess what's clarifying? This has shown up a lot, actually, in a lot of the readings. The 5 of Earth. This, when this card comes up, it's saying stop focusing on the negative, what you don't have, and focus on what you do have. That's abundance. You are creating abundance when you're focusing on what you have as opposed to what you don't have. So this is, this is feeling in deprivation, right? This is, but there are other forms of abundance, right? So you have to focus on that, and then you'll be happy. Happiness isn't from without. It's not outside. It's not money that comes in. That's not happiness. Happiness comes from within. You can make that decision to be happy or not. And people think that's trite. No, it's not. It's actually a fact. You can train yourself to be happy. I know. I used to live here. I lived here for a long time when I was younger. In my teens and early 20s, I lived here. Late teens, I would say. But now I'm here. You don't have to have a lot to be here, but you have to be grateful for what you do have. And it's an inside job. This is definitely an inside job. So I feel that you know that and you're ready. You're moving on. You can no longer take that pain. Because let me tell you, this is self-induced pain. And this is an illusion. This is an illusion. Self-induced pain, this is. So you're just over it. You're ready to move on. You're done. And you're really going to think outside the box, and you're going to speak the truth, because the truth is we all have things to be grateful for. We do. And you've got this wonderful opportunity. Things are really going to start to pay off for you. I really think this is actually about being kinder to yourself. This is this internal dialogue. I think you've got to be kinder to yourself, Gemini. I think you've been beating yourself up for long enough, and you're feeling that, you're feeling it, and you're ready to move on from that pain. Because we can really, listen, I say to my clients sometimes, God, if somebody else said that to you, you'd deck them. You'd beat them up or something. The way we talk to ourselves sometimes is so abusive, and we don't even realize we're saying those things because it's our internal dialogue. It says it's talking in our own voices, so we don't kind of pay attention. But guess what? Our soul pays attention. Our body carries that pain. We hear it in different ways, and it comes out in our low self-esteem. And we wonder why we have low self-esteem. Probably because it may have started by somebody, instigating it when we were children. Yes, maybe. But we've carried the torch and beaten ourselves and burned ourselves for so long along this journey. And that lowers our self-esteem. And then we end up being here permanently, in deprivation. No matter how much we have, we're always deprived. Or how much we don't have, and we don't believe we can come out of that because we're so focused on what we don't have and what isn't there and what we can't have, that we're not focused on what we already do have, you know? Gemini, but I know that you are ready to move on. This is very clear. This is saying, you know, we know you're ready to move on. This is Spirit saying, we know you're ready to move on. And when you move on, this is your life, darling. Happy, contented, and you're the magician, creating wonderful, positive experiences in your life from now on. Gemini, thank you so much for tuning in. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week. To inquire about or purchase any of Mary's services, please email mary@liveinthesolution.com.